DBD. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have like ugh, I have like 3K hours on DBD. So like I have every character and they're all prestiged at least once. Yeah. Why Lucia said she needed to see you, but knowing her schedule, she probably won't be here for a while. Then I'll take the chance to get some sleep. Boys, are you sure you're not actually an old man in disguise? It's way too early for sleep. Alright, alright. I'm going to bed. If you and Lucia run into anything fun, you'd better tell me about it. Sure enough, before long, someone came knocking on the room's door. At this hour, it could only be.
Wise? I knew you'd still be up.
Yep, I'm still up. I'm just not an early sleeper.
Perfect.
Easy.
Anyway, the reason I'm bugging you at this hour
Yeah.
is I was hoping you could help me with something. Lately, my ethereal research has been like
I know,
a
right?
mixer trying to get through the old metro tunnel in Cretan Hollow.
That's what I'm doing right now, is her story mission.
Oh, that's rough. How were things going before you hit the bottleneck?
It was going pretty well, I guess. I had this plan to turn our lawn into pedal sofas for holo camping, and I tried to figure out how the traffic lights on Fawn worked. Oh, do you happen to know if you tie both ends of a Spectre's cloak into a knot, how does it keep floating?
Wait, Lucia. Where are all these research ideas even coming from?
What do you mean, where? From the hollows, of course. Just walk on in, run into a couple of ethereals, and boom! Research inspiration! But I'll admit, these ordinary inspirations are just not enough.
The inspirations are not enough? Or should I be asking, what about the other ideas you had before?
Roxy, could it be you haven't read any of my posts on Spook Shack? I guess the titles of my posts haven't been catchy enough. If I can't come up with something as attention-grabbing as the fiery serpent, then no matter how many times I write about blast crawlers, people are just gonna get bored and lose their interest in the forum. And when that happens, where can I find leads on the night horror?
What's a night horror? Some rare ethereal you're interested in?
Well, it's kind of a long story. For now, think of it as an ethereal. An ethereal that can enter people's dreams and talk to them. Wait, Roxy, do you think ethereals can communicate with humans?
I suppose it's not impossible. If we could really communicate... No, I'm not using an Arlon sofa.
I know what you mean, Proxy. Normally, I'd say this is just baseless speculation and leave it at that. But right now, I've got the perfect research subject in mind. Let's head out now! Before diving into the hollow, we have to make a stop at Fluffy.
Why do you want to
I
visit
love
Fluffy
Goat
first?
Girls.
Oh, I'm going to buy a toy.
You're buying a toy? Since when did you have a pet?
Not yet, actually. But I know Chestnut's gonna be the goodest pup.
I see. You're thinking of using the toy to get the puppy's attention.
Bonato?
Yes!
Wait, then why can't we do it after we're finished with our business in the hollow?
Nice. Only... Yeah, I have him. I have like one
Hey
extra
there,
copy of him,
welcome
so I
in.
only have him like
Looking for something special today?
C1.
If I want a little doggy to come up to me
And
on
one.
her own, what should I get? Honestly, you don't need to buy anything to get close to a pup. Genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion. That's all it takes to win a puppy's heart. It's true!
Yeah.
Kindness, patience, and passion. Yeah, no dog would say no to that. I'm convinced.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's just... Chestnut's a very particular little pup. I understand. I've met lots of special needs pups. Some were abandoned, some have been on their own since they were born. If you want to gain their trust, it will take a longer time. Let me think. What about this? A brand new line of treats for puppies! I packed it with all sorts of delicious jerky. They're super yummy. No pup can resist it.
Karen leans in for a sniff as she introduces the treats. Shoot.
Sorry, the smell got me. That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this. Chestnut is, a bit of a picky eater. I see. Then maybe you want to give this one a go. Our most popular toy. It's a battery-powered bird that flaps like the real thing. Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it. This looks great. But is it sturdy enough? I'm afraid not. It's actually designed more for cats, and it's built to be lightweight, so I wouldn't call it sturdy. It should work for smaller dogs, though. Chestnut's a big girl, with a big girl attitude. Oh, that might not work then. Let me think. Oh, if you don't mind something a little old school, we do have another toy for bigger pups. It's actually more of a pillow. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, but it's really sturdy and great for gnawing. It's also infused with a calming scent to help soothe anxious pups. People can't really smell it, but dogs usually like it a lot. Oh, this is adorable! Though, I'm not sure if Chestnut would care much about the scent with her sense of smell.
Based on what you said, Lucia, Chestnut is a big girl who doesn't eat much, has a weak sense of smell, and a bit of a temper? That sounds a little weird.
What's weird about that? Every puppy's different. Chestnut's just got her own little quirks. I'll take this one, please.
Rat, rat, rat.
You got it. Hope it helps you bond with that special little pup of yours. Oh, it definitely will. No matter
I can
which
play
way
Yidhari.
Need a fortune telling?
You're right. This weather's perfect
Sorry, go ahead.
for a little exploring.
Yeah.
Would you like to take a stroll?
Yeah, in Lucia's story.
I can't wait.
Need a fortune telling? Your fortune.
Wanna hear a
Need a
I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea.
Your
Let's do something summery together. Oh, this
Now, do I play
Wanna
Alice
hear a summer
or
story?
Yuzuha with them?
need a
Would you like to take a stroll on the beach with
That's
me?
what I was thinking. Assist follow-up. Chain attack or ultimate. All squad members gain a sheer force boost. Lucia is in dream state. She unlocks the off-field aftershock ability. Aftershock is activated. All squad members gain sheer force and damage boost effect. Right.
Let me think. Alright, let's head that way. Yeah.
Help! Help!
Huh? Isn't that... Strange. This place was nice and quiet last time I was here.
Nice and quiet? You mean there weren't this many ethereals here before?
Not exactly. But the ethereals here were always pretty chill. They hardly ever gather like this.
What do you mean by...
Thank goodness you guys are here. I was this close to being killed. That sneaky little hottie totally set me up.
Huh? Which hottie are you talking about? Among the pack of ethereals that surrounded you, I didn't see any.
Oh, maybe
Nice.
I didn't see it. There was a smaller hottie, just about waist high. That one right there. It lured me all the way here and got me ambushed by all those ethereals.
Never heard of anything like that before. An ethereal pulling tricks on people? How did it trick you?
It ran ahead like it wanted me to chase it, you know?
That's pretty weird.
It's not that weird. You young folks shouldn't underestimate how crafty those things can be.
No, I mean, you are pretty weird, mister. In the Hollow, most people run away from ethereals. That little hot tea from earlier, if you want to dodge it, it'd be easier than a Thanatos dodging a blast crawler. Why did you even chase it?
I didn't chase it. Look, I was minding my own business in the Hollow, and that hottie ran at me out of the blue, with a whole pack of ethereals behind it to ambush me.
Now that's interesting. I've only heard of symbiotic ethereals in Hollow Zero being able to command other ethereals. Maybe that little hot tea has what it takes to be the next Nineveh.
I don't get what you're on about. You run into ethereals in the Hollow, you eliminate them. That's just the way it is. Instead of taking down that ethereal, you're now blaming me? That is just absurd.
Sir, my friend is just trying to understand what happened between you and those ethereals. If we don't know what we're dealing with, we might wind up in the same trouble you did.
You...
Frustrated by the questions from Lucia that he couldn't answer, the investigator snaps and storms off.
Roxy, do you think I'm absurd too?
You've always been a little absurd, haven't you? Sorry, that was a bad joke. What I mean is, ethereals are dangerous, sure, but people can be too. I don't think you're wrong for being cautious.
Ah! I knew it! Wise, we're totally in sync. Like how Ahriman and Spectre always find each other in the dark. Plus, that investigator earlier was quite the weird one. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone accuse Chestnut of hurting someone.
Hold on. Who's Chestnut? You don't mean that hottie the investigator was talking about, right?
Yeah! Chestnut is a good girl. Ever since I met Chestnut, she's never harmed anyone from outside the Hollow. More than once, she quietly led me to injured investigators so I could help them. This one time, right around here, my carrot stopped working. Chestnut just happened to stroll by and guided me out.
You mean a hottie is working as a rescue dog in the Hollow? That's even wilder than the research you mentioned earlier.
There's other reasons, of course, but I trust Chestnut. She's always been gentle and kind. What's strange is, the last few times I saw her, I kept feeling like someone was tagging her, tracking her. Just like that guy from earlier.
I was at like 60 or something. Yeah, a little bit.
Kind and gentle ethereal. I need a second to process it. Those other reasons must be really important.
It's a long story. Let's talk about it when we get back. Ugh. And thanks to that weirdo earlier, I didn't even get the chance to give Chestnut the toy I picked out. Let's look around a bit more. Maybe she's still nearby. I think Chestnut went that way. Let's go take a look. Leave this part to me. It's a surprise attack!
Perfect timing.
You're all riddled with flaws. It's showtime!
As foreshadowed.
A sword technique for summer notes! It's lightning strike! Captain ready! Be ready!
Lucia?
Remember the soft some flinky strikes to score! Keeper first!
You've hit a dead end.
Chestnut! I know you're there! You didn't hide your tail properly!
She understood that?
Of course! She always understood me! Aw, you don't like it?
This is the closest Chestnut has ever gotten to me. Seems like she's not in the mood to play with me just yet. Should we head back? Because of me or because of Chestnut? But I think I know what you want to ask. Let's talk about it once we get out of here. This fucking goat girl is adorable. The Hall of Lucia returned to Sailing Bay. What a shame. What's a shame?
Aww. Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Well, we can always head back to Lemnian Hollow next time and look for her again.
Okay. I hope we get to see Chestnut next time. Oh, right. I promised to tell you why I trust Chestnut, didn't I? Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe. Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me more about it?
You already know I'm one of the night watchers out on the fringes of New Eridu. We rest during the day, and we're active at night. The stories say that long ago, our ancestors fought a powerful ethereal. The battle lasted for days, and just before it fell, it released a final surge of power. Ever since then, it's haunted our dreams. Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call, just before the ether consumes them. Before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment. Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
What a terrifying curse. Is there anything you can do to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them. And this staff, it's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic ethereal abilities. The chieftain said I was the most gifted of the younger generation, or something like that. I'm still not sure what made him decide that, but he gave this staff to me.
Wait, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No, but I came really close once. It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror, how it's both feared and revered by our people. She even described the night horror she saw in her dreams. Just like everyone else said, a stunningly beautiful ethereal, almost godlike. That night, I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me, and in front of me, there was a little hottie. It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight. We stared at each other, like survivors meeting after a disaster, still cautious, still on edge. Not long after that dream, I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either. And she treated the other outsiders kindly too. That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
So the night horror was just being nice? But why?
I don't know. But I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if we could communicate with it? Then maybe everything our people have endured could finally come to an end. Sounds silly, doesn't it?
Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. We still know so little about the Hollow. I think your thoughts are worth exploring.
Even among my own people, no one really believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
She glances out the window. The night sky is beginning to fade, just a faint shimmer of dawn on the horizon. Can't believe it's already this late. Better make the most of it now. Nope. I finally got away from home. There's no one to tell me what to do. It's time to stir up some trouble. Today I'm gonna pull up an all-morninger. Haven't you heard? Staying up early in the morning can really mess with your health. I used to think that was just something only night watchers had to deal with. But later I found out that whether in the Outer Ring or in Wi-Fi Peninsula, everyone looked just as lost and lifeless in the morning. People sleeping standing up in the cable car, some stumbling into bamboo charging stations with their eyes barely open, others drifting into herbal tea shops asking for coffee. Clearly they're all taking damage from pulling those early morning hours. Actually, it's because they woke up too early. Really? They just need to get some sleep in the morning, like Grandma told me. Besides, I clearly remember, Wise, when you wake up early, you also Wait, we're getting off track. It's actually about Chestnut. I heard that people often take morning walks with their pets along the beach at Salem Bay. Should we go check it out? I want to learn how do others get animals to like them. Man with a bird. Sometimes. Let's see, this one didn't hurt quite a bit. I gotta just make sure stuff. Next time if she hits me again, say something to make her angry. When she gets mad enough to bite me, I'll apologize. No. Please don't. No worries, everything else is minor. Chirp chirp. Bird with a human growing beneath her feet. Man with a bird on his shoulder. Not exactly, it's just a little dog. What trouble could your chestnut possibly get into? Hello? Good morning? Bad morning, unfortunately. Oof, 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 oof. Alright, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes. Then he lifts his head and turns around, giving a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia, "Sorry, what were you trying to say just now?" To ask how you and your dog usually get along. Oh, it's simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams, and then I obey. He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I have to do is follow his bark and call. We are a heartless tyrant with endless energy, and his poor slave. That's pretty much it. Oh. Of course, I've thought about doing something about it. Like starting a grand rebellion, grabbing him and jumping into the sea, ending it all once and for all. But then I thought, I'm not even as good a swimmer as he is. What if he swims back to shore and tricks someone else with that innocent act of his? Wouldn't I just be letting another poor soul fall victim? Suddenly a strange smile creeps across the girl's face, as if remembering something exciting. But hey, humans live longer than dogs. In 10 years, when he gets old and has no energy left to bark and scream, and can't drag the whole table around the room just 'cause he's leashed to it, he won't be able to torture me anymore. When time comes, we'll live together in love and perfect harmony. The tyrant is clearly displeased with this and runs away screaming, probably not wanting it to trick any other poor innocent humans. The girl rushes after it without even managing to say goodbye. This example doesn't seem very helpful. All I learned is maybe I could chase Chestnut until she's all tuckered out and stuff the pillow into her mouth. Lucia scribbles in her notebook but ends up tearing out the whole page in the end. Grandpa walking his turtle. Behold, dog. Hi, sir. Are you taking your turtle for a walk? The composed turtle raises its head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement. That's right, old buddy. Here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it... You know what? Let's not get into that. Grandfather's good friend? Lucy counted on her fingers, trying to figure out the generational relationship between the two elderly folks. Many years ago, when I first got it from my dad, I was still young back then, I found it too lazy and slow, so I just kept it in a water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company when I go out to soak up some sun. That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me. Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, we can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand. So that's how you interact with animals. I've still got a lot to learn, but I feel like Chestnut is also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. Today was the closest she's ever gotten to me, but how do I gain her trust? I tried to keep believing in her. So you mean, even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator tonight, I still gave her the pillow, so Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed she was a good ethereal? That makes sense. Just like what Gramps said earlier, Chestnut understood me. Yeah, but that investigator, Chestnut was really unfriendly with him. Totally different from how I'd seen her treat others before, and how she treats both of us. I'd like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though I don't yet know the reason as an ethereal, Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle that defies nature and goes against instinct. I don't want to let her down. Probably because it's her usual bedtime. Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. Go get some rest now. Right, tonight's Hollow Bedtime Tales ends here. Even for a planned all morning, this has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the night emissary's magic wears off. I'll come find you when there's any new developments. Princess from a fairy tale who must leave when time runs out. Lucia waves goodbye and pulls up her hood, gracefully vanishes into the crowd. Man, she's so fucking silly. I love this goat girl. What a fucking goober. She is literally the goat. Yeah, I've spent a total of 113 polls. This patch.
Would you like to take a stroll on the beach with me? You missed me. No time to deal with you individually. I can smell it. The enemy's right behind us.
Don't overdo it, Lucia.
Let's do something summery together. I can't wait to hear the sound of the sea. I trust you, but you can rely on me sometimes. This stage is mine! Freaking lightning strike! There's Chamber!
Just in time.
Starlight Sun.
Leave the rest of you. Watch and learn.
I trust you, but you can rely on me sometimes. Yay!
That's a cheap shot.
Don't worry. This stage is mine!
Not done yet. Here I come.
Freaking lightning strike! Starlight Shine, break the door!
Hey, I
Back to sleep! How about Otsugashiro? Would you like to take a stroll on the beach with me? Remember the soft touch of sand. Pretty cool, huh?
not done yet. That's all? You don't scare me.
Catch the enemies are like seashells on the shore. With the blade. Gracious strike! Thanatos Star! Pretty, right? Prepped and ready.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Reaper Shockwave! Reaper Chamber! Wanna erratic. This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Hmm.
Be the rest of me, Lucia. Take this.
Yeah. Fair. Right. Yeah.
Would you like to take a stroll?
Your fortunes.
How about
I don't know. Maybe.
Promise you'll love it.
Since he got bought out, I
Let's
might
just this one.
give it another
How about
chance.
a little- This
Yay.
weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Yeah.
How about a little late night adventure? I promise you'll
Yeah, I
love it.
did. Yeah, I did. Actually. Yeah. 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 I know.